Hey everyone, Greg here. I just wanted to get on and talk about the Pacers for a little bit because if you guys have been paying attention, we recently just signed Pascal Siakam, and it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? For the Pacers and for the league. I personally feel that from this trade in itself, this puts us in Eastern Conference Finals contention. Uh, Now I know we still got the 76ers, you still got the Celtics, you still got the Bucks. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we've beaten all those teams already. You know what I mean? And that was before the trade. Like you see the 76ers, we won against the 76ers. We beat the Bucks. We beat the Bucks 3 times already. You know what I'm saying? One win right there, one win right there. They beat us that time. And we look, and 2 more wins right here, which I believe one of these don't count or something, I believe. But anyways, still we've beaten the Bucks. We've proven that we can beat the Bucks. And we just recently beat the Celtics too. And that was without Tyrese Halliburton. Granted, they didn't have Jason Tatum at that time, but we didn't have our star player either, you know? And I remember Jaylen Brown was giving us buckets that game. He had 40. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Halliburton didn't play, but this is the game that he had the injury. And I was actually at this game too. Personally, I ended up leaving right after the injury just because I was kind of frustrated. I didn't even really want to watch the rest of the game, to be honest. But we got to win, so that's one thing that matters. But anyways, the whole purpose of me getting on this is to talk about Pascal. We recently traded Pascal for 3 first rounds, Bruce Brown and Jordan Nwora. And most Pacer fans, I'm not going to say most, but half the Pacer fans were kind of like, we were split, you know what I mean? Some was saying that's giving up too much. Some was saying that, you know, it's a good trade and they love it. Personally, I was kind of on the fence a little bit because 3 first rounds is crazy. But at the same time, we have a lot of young guys already. So we don't really need those first rounds. And 2 of the first rounds were actually this year's draft. And they're talking about this being when it comes to talent, you know, like not one of the best drafts. And then, you know, like I said, we have so many young guys, and some of the young guys don't get playing time like that anyway. So I'm personally cool with the trade. I was happy about the trade. I still got some coworkers that are upset, and we talk about it, you know, ever since it happened. And I'm like, hey, just watch, because like I said, like we already had the number 1 offense in the league, and you just added an elite 2-way player. So like, how wouldn't this be a good trade? You know what I mean? But anyways, right now, I personally feel like without even doing anything, I feel like this puts us in an Eastern Conference Finals contention. You know what I'm saying? You got plenty of offense. You got plenty of shooters. You got an elite inside scorer. Ben Mathurin is becoming an elite inside scorer, even though they have him as a B- on this game. But like, if you watch him play, like, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, so without even doing anything, I feel like we're in that conversation. And now, if they wanted to do something to solidify it, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Like, there's a few players I have in mind that, like, I wouldn't mind us going after. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, like, 2-way players. You know what I'm saying? On that guard wing position, which, you know, a player I would love is Tori Eason. I watched him play a few times, and like, this dude's a hustle player for real. Like, he comes off the bench and give you 100% effort, and I love it. You know what I mean? And dude, you know what I mean? He has a decent 3-point shot, decent perimeter defense. You know, he's a rebounder. Like, this dude would be perfect for us, to be honest. And he's 22. He's 22 years old, 6'8". Like, I would love for us to go after him. Like, if we were to go after any player, this is the guy I would love. But at the same time, because he's such a great player, you got to give up something to get him. You know what I'm saying? And we got some stuff we could give up. You know what I mean? And if they wanted to go that route, I would support it 100%. But at the same time, I'm not the GM of the Pacers. So like who am I? I'm just the 2K GM. You know what I'm saying? But another player I wouldn't mind going after is Lou Dort. I mean, he's known for his perimeter defense. You know what I'm saying? A+. But he's also a good 3-point shooter. So he's a 3-and-D player that, would fit perfectly with us. I believe him and Ben Mathen have a decent relationship. So, add him to the roster. And he's on contract for, 3 to 4 years? It's a team option the next year. So that's 4. But decent contract. He's making a little bit of money. But at the same time, with the way he plays, I feel like it would be worth it. I'll be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Jaden would be great, but they're not giving him up. He's on I believe that the Timberwolves have the number one seed in the West. So yeah, they're not giving him up, but still, if you see my past video, you've seen that I'm a big Jonathan Kuminga fan. And when I say I'm a fan of his, I don't believe he's a great player yet, but I just see the way he plays. He has that potential to be a star, and it's written all over him. You know what I'm saying? Dude is uber athletic. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot. He can defend. He's long. He's not scared. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a dog, for real. But, we got a couple dogs on our team, too. So, if we wasn't to get him, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Maybe Kelly Oubre could be a good player to get. But at the same time, if we wasn't to get him, I wouldn't trip either. I can live or, we get him cool, not cool. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, if we was to get DeRozan, that would be kind of cool to see, too. But DeRozan's a non-shooter for real, so I don't know if pairing him up with Pascal would be a good idea or not. Like I said, I feel like you should go after someone that, plays defense and shoots the ball pretty well. But Dwight Powell, he's a pretty good one. Oh, he's making some money, though. So I don't know if this will be the best player for us. But still, he's still a good player. Brandon Clark. He's injured right now, but he's not a 3-point shooter per se, but he plays defense, which would help us. So I wouldn't mind him. Who else? Sadiq Bey has been traded so many times. But I ain't gonna lie, I like Sadiq Bey. I wouldn't mind having him on our team either. I think it was last year. Yeah, Ben's rookie year. I remember him when Sadiq Bey was on the Pistons. Him and Sadiq Bey was going at it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew, Ben Mathen's that dude, because he wasn't backing down. He's like, nah, I'm that dude. You feel me? And we ended up winning that game too. But Gordon Hayward. I've been hearing talks. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've been hearing talks there. He might get either traded or he might get bought out. And if he gets bought out, I'm cool with the Pacers signing him. For one, he's a Indiana native. You know what I mean? He's a little older, and he's made his money. You know what I mean? He's making $31 million right now, and he's been injured every other month. You know what I mean? But he's made his money already, so if we can get him on a cheap contract, I wouldn't mind having Gordon Hayward. And he can even be the starter if he wants. Hey, I'm cool with it. Gives another 3-point shooter, which I'm surprised they got him only as a B- at 3-point shooting, but his 3-point shooting did kind of fall off a little bit since he's, I remember him most when he was on the Jazz. When he was on the Jazz, he was a clip. He honestly reminded me of Lauri Markkanen now. Lauri Markkanen's hooping, you know what I'm saying? And that was Gordon Hayward when he was on the Jazz, you know what I'm saying? But also played decent perimeter defense. But like I said, he's injury prone too, though. So, Now, like I said, if you see my past video, player I really wanted was Lauri Markkanen. And funny thing is, before I got on live, I just got a notification, like it was like Bleacher Report, and stating that the Pacers was actually going for Lauri Markkanen before they decided to go after Pascal Siakam. So who knows? Like if the Jazz wasn't playing as well, like the trade that I, predicted, that actually could have happened. Like, you know what I mean? Because they was going for Jonathan Kuminga too. And if you guys haven't seen my past video, like I'll put a link to it at the end of the video. You know what I mean? So you can check that out because it also has another trade that could possibly happen. It's for the Nets to become a contender. And if you want to see that trade, like I said, check out my past video. But yeah. So like I said, for the Pacers though, there's a lot of possibilities. You know what I mean? To be honest, I really want to help out the Lakers and give them Buddy Hield, but I don't really want. There's not like someone like Austin Reeves. I would love to have Austin Reeves, but they're not giving him up. Like, and if you do give him up, why? You know what I mean? It don't make sense to give him up. But yeah, like they have a lot of good like role players on this team, but there's not someone that's like, oh, I really want him to be a Pacer. You know what I mean? Cam Reddish would be decent, but at the same time, like a lot of teams kind of gave him a chance already. Like during the in-season tournament, like he showed like pretty good defense. You know what I'm saying? He was locking up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, his three ain't all the way there. You know what I mean? And I watched him a little bit in college when he was on Duke, mainly because Zion was on that team too, and he was pretty good then, but like I don't know what happened. Like, but he's not panning out to what I expect him to become, you know. But yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith, it's another guy I wouldn't mind the Pacers going after. And thing about Dorian Finney-Smith also is he used to play for Rick Carlisle. Yeah, he used to play for Rick Carlisle when he was on the Mavericks. You know what I mean? So he already has experience with the head coach for the Pacers. He's a perimeter defender and he's a three-point shooter. So he's that 3-and-D type that I've been talking about. He's 6'7", you know what I mean? He's 30 years old, so, you know, he got a little experience in the league. So, you know, I feel like he would be a great player to, you know, be on this Pacer team. But also Markel Bridges. I'm a big Bridges fan, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I said this in my last video, I don't think Bridges is a number one guy. He's a perfect number 2 or number 3 guy, but I don't think he's a number 1 guy. Just my opinion, you know what I mean? But, hey, if they make him available, I can see the Pacers going after him too. I mean, and I don't think they would hesitate, you know what I mean, to give what they need to give up to get him. Now, you can't just, you know, strip the whole team to get this guy. Because, like, the whole purpose of getting him is to complement to become a contender. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I wouldn't mind us getting him. But like I said, at the same time, I'm 100% okay with us keeping the team that we have now. Now, the only reason I even mentioned us going after someone else is mainly position-wise. So you got 3 point guards that all play, which perfect situation right here. You know what I'm saying? You got Buddy Hield as a shooting guard, which they also got Ben Mathurin playing shooting guard too, but, you know what I mean? Ben Shepherd don't play like that. He's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't playing him, cool. If not, cool. You know what I mean? Either way, you know? But Aaron Nesmith plays. Ben Mathurin plays. He's on a 2-way contract. Like, I've only seen him play 1 game this year. And the problem is his logjam right here. So us getting Pascal Siakam, now you added him to the roster. We have Obi Toppin that needs minutes because he's a free agent next year. We got Jalen Smith that needs minutes because he has a player option next year. And in my opinion, he's not going to take on that player option. Like, to be honest, right now he's underpaid. And I could see him either, you know, declining the player option and getting a new contract with us or going somewhere else and getting paid. So, you know, But still, he needs minutes, and like for this to be a contract year, like you can't just not give him minutes. You know what I mean? Jarris Walker. We told the Raptors that they can't get Jarris Walker. And to be honest, like I like Jarris Walker. He needs to play a little bit more. You know what I mean? I'm okay with him not playing a lot of minutes, but he needs to play some. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a logjam at this power forward position. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? If you was to make a trade, pairing one or two of these guys together wouldn't be a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? And Miles Turner obviously is gonna play, but you know, with this big man logjam, this kind of hinders, you know, Isaiah Jackson too. You know what I mean? And he has 2 years on his contract, but still, you either got to play him or get rid of him, man, because, like, he's showed what he can do. You know what I mean? He's very capable of playing. But, yeah, you just can't keep sitting him on the bench. You know what I mean? You're wasting his potential. And if you do that this year, I could see him walking next year. I mean, not next year, but when his contract's up. But also, you know what I mean? Shoot, he's valuable now. So, like, if you wanted to make a trade, shoot, trade him. You can get something good for him. You know what I mean? Then the reason why I say trade him is because, like, one thing about this team, everyone on our team can shoot threes, really, except for him. You know what I mean? Like, if you, like, check this, you know what I mean? Which, big man shooting, I feel like it's different from guard shooting. But, you know, if you know Miles Turner can shoot. Miles Turner can shoot. All the power forwards are decent at shooting. You know what I'm saying? Not great shooters when it comes to Siakam and Jalen Smith, which Jalen Smith, to be honest, I've been watching him. He's been clipping that three recently. So I'm kind of surprised they still have him as a C+, but, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, so, like, you know, three-point shooting, you know, B+, A+, three-point shooting, A+, B, three-point, come on. T.J. McCollum is not like a great three-point shooter, but he can hit one when you need it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and the whole purpose of getting Pascal Siakam is he's a great inside scorer. You know what I mean? I feel like to really thrive with Pascal, you need three-point shooters around him because he also can play make. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's driving to the lane. If stuff gets clogged, he can pass it out. You know what I'm saying? Or if just someone's open in general, he can pass it out, and he's going to do that. I mean, you need capable shooters around him to really thrive with Pascal Siakam, to make the most of his abilities. So, like I said, if we wasn't to make a trade, I'm okay with rocking with this roster because I love this roster, to be honest. But at the same time, if you was to make a trade, you know, either pair up Buddy Hield and one of those power forwards or pair two power forwards, you know what I mean, to get like another wing. You know what I mean? A small forward or a shooting guard, which, like I said, Ben Mathurin to me is more of a shooting guard. He's 6'5". You know what I mean? Aaron Nesmith is 6'5" also, but he plays bigger than what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, they was having him playing power forward, which you see it up there, small forward, power forward. But yeah, last year they were playing he was playing power forward most of the games. And shoot, some of the games he was starting at power forward. So, like, I'm cool with him slotting in at that small forward position, but I would love for it to get a 6'7", 6'8", you know, 3-and-D wing. You know what I mean? To either start or to come off the bench. Either way, but someone that plays. You know what I mean? Obi Toppin, to be honest, he's so stiff. You know what I mean? Like, I would love for him to be the small forward because he can shoot. He's a capable shooter, but his perimeter defense is not great. You know what I'm saying? He's fast, but like I said, his movement, like he's one of them buff dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever seen one of them dudes at the gym that's just like this? That's Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin runs like this. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to staying in front of someone, like he's not the best. You know what I mean? He'll block a shot now, but to try to stay in front of a shifty player, like he would struggle with. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my thoughts about the Pacers. You know what I mean? We play today. Is actually Pascal's debut to play. Halliburton has been, practicing. He's been warming up with the team and everything like that. So I can possibly see him coming back today too. You know what I mean? Playing this game. And I would love to see that, to be honest. I'm going to watch today's game. And, like I said, Pascal's playing. And if Halliburton plays too, ooh-wee, that's going to be something to see. But, yeah. So, yeah, I'm a Pacer fan, and I'm excited. And like I said, a lot of people are kind of writing us off still. Like, a lot of people think, oh, the Pacers, it was a good trade, but they're still in that second tier. No, I personally feel like we're in that first tier. Like at the beginning of the season, which I'm a little biased because, yes, I'm a Pacer fan, but I've already made bets that we're going to win the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? And I strongly feel that way now. You know what I mean? You just added a two-way player, an elite two-way player to this team. Like, how do you not see it? You know what I'm saying? Miles Turner is a floor spacing shot blocker. You know what I mean? Like, it's obvious to me. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for checking on my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate all you guys that I know that support me. And I appreciate the ones that have viewed my stuff and, I don't know yet, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, if you're a Pacers fan, great. We good, you know what I'm saying? And if not, that's cool too. You guys gonna see what we're gonna do this year. Anyways, take it easy, and I'll talk to you guys next time.